Hi, I'm your host Scott Boursier, and welcome to Hall of Games. Hi, I'm your host Scott Boursier, and welcome to This is Hall of Games, and with me today is my guest Julian Morales.
It's a pleasure to be back on here. I'll be providing you with the expertise in this field. I know a lot about everything in this field, so I'll be letting you know everything you need to know.
Okay. Well, my infection hasn't really been getting any better yet. My healer's been mixing some herbs now into the mix of homeopathy. He said that should definitely start helping. And he also suggested that I get a fish. He said the fish will help calm my nerves and everything. That'll help fight the infection. So I bought myself a small blue betta fish, really nice fins and everything, with a 2.5 gallon tank. And I put it next to my desk, and whenever I'm working or anything, I just turn my head and I see the water pouring down from the filter and the fish swimming around, and it's really relaxing. I like it a lot, and I can feel it really starting to heal. I can feel my nerves calm down whenever I look at it.
I don't think a betta fish is gonna help you get better.
Yeah, well, I don't see you with any healer's credentials, so let's move on to our first game. The Evil Within. Now, let me start by, enter the mind of a madman. After witnessing the slaughter of fellow officers, Sebastian is ambushed and knocked unconscious. When he awakes, he finds himself in a deranged world where hideous creatures wander among the dead, facing unimaginable terror and fighting for survival. Sebastian embarks on a frightening journey to unravel what's behind this evil force. Now, let me start by saying that this was a good game. It was good, but honestly, I wouldn't give it any more than 3 bags of Doritos, because I don't know any of the characters in this game, and honestly, I'm tired of seeing all these no-names in all these video games recently. That's not what the people want. We want stars. We want to see people like Leon from Resident Evil or Crash Bandicoot. That's the type of characters we want in our games. We're tired of all these characters that we're not associated with, that we don't have any emotional bond with. So I wouldn't give this any more than 3 bags of Doritos. But that being said, it's a good game. It was a lot of fun. It was really long and hard to beat, challenging, which I like. And the monsters were really scary and everything. It made me jump a couple times. So 3 bags of Doritos. Julian?
Yeah, that game was really a lot of fun. It was really long. It made me jump too. It was actually I don't think I'd agree with you on that. The no-name thing. I think actually Sebastian and all the characters in that game were a lot of fun to attach yourself to, and these no-names are the next names of this generation. So I think, yeah, I really liked the characters, and I really liked everything. It was a really long game, actually. I haven't had the time to finish it. But that being said, I give it 5 bags of Doritos because it was just that great, actually. You know what? I think I don't agree with your rating. I think
It's my rating and it's not yours.
Yeah, but I mean, you gave it a really low rating. I'll give it 5 bags of Doritos plus 2 more. Yeah, so we can slide it over to your side.
That's not how it works.
That's how I think it should work.
So 5 bags of Doritos from Julian and 3 bags of Doritos from me.
Plus the 2 that I'm giving you.
And now let's move on to our next game, Bioshock. One of my favorite games of all time. Welcome to Rapture. Bioshock is a shooter unlike any you've ever played, loaded with weapons and tactics never seen. You'll have a complete arsenal at your disposal, from simple revolvers to grenade launchers and chemical throwers, but you'll also be forced to genetically modify your DNA to create an even more deadly weapon. More deadly weapon. Injectable plasmids give you superhuman powers. Blast electrical currents into water to electrocute multiple enemies, or freeze them solid and obliterate them with the swing of a wrench. Now, this particular copy is a PC. I don't have the PS3 version with me because my uncle, who lives in New York, Harry, he took that with him, and he hasn't sent that back yet. So Harry, if you're watching this, I'd love to have Bioshock back. It means a lot to me, and I really miss being able to play it on the PlayStation. But that being said, let's move on. This game is great. I definitely give it 5 out of 5 bags of Doritos. It's one of my favorite games. It's really scary. Fighting the big daddies was always a challenge. And the little sisters were really fun with the moral dilemma of having to harvest them or rescue them. And all the plasmids, the superpowers, really well done. The graphics were great at the time when it came out. And I definitely give this 5 out of 5. Julian?
Yeah, I'd give it 5 bags of Doritos as well. I loved having to face the big daddies. They scared me sometimes. Really, I couldn't see myself not rescuing the little sisters. They were my favorite. I felt really bad for them, so I had to rescue them. I really loved the guns and everything. A little spoiler alert, Bioshock 2 takes place in the sky. That's my favorite
That's
part.
Bioshock 3.
No, it's Bioshock 2.
No, it's Bioshock 3. Bioshock 3 is in Colombia. It takes place in the sky.
No. Bioshock 2 takes place in the sky. I know it. But there is no Bioshock 3. There's Bioshock 1 and 2.
Bioshock 3 takes place in Colombia. Bioshock 1 and 2 are in Rapture.
No, see, that's...
Bioshock 2, you're a big daddy.
No,
And in Bioshock 3, you're in the...
I think you're just thinking of the DLC from Bioshock 1.
That's it. Bioshock 3 is in Colombia, and Bioshock 2 and 1 are both in Rapture. There's a DLC for Bioshock 3, where they're in the water, where they're in Rapture, and the rest of it is in the sky. That's Bioshock 3.
No, you're wrong.
Okay, listen, I'm not gonna have this shit on my show. If you keep bringing this up, I'm gonna bring the tape up, and I'm gonna show everyone. Julian has a couch classic for us today.
Shit. Today's couch classic is War of the Monsters. This game, you get to play 100-foot tall monsters and battle off with your friends. It's an old PS2 game. Really, lots of fun to play. It's 2 players. Did I mention that already? No, it's 2 players. It's a lot of fun to play. You get to choose from different types of monsters, like a praying mantis, a huge electric eyeball. It's a lot of fun. Have your friends over, have a big tournament. Really one of my favorite games as an adolescent. If you're one of those type of people, again, who likes to buy old games on eBay, collect them, play them, have an old console, I'd recommend this. It's a lot of fun.
Alright,
5 bags of popcorn. Doritos.
Alright, well, thanks for watching Hall of Games. I'm your host, Scott Boursier. See you next time around.
Have a nice night.